Hello everyone, my name is Dhurajya Krish and I am here today to present the Python mini project. The Python mini project which I am going to present in is on house prediction. Let me briefly tell you about what is the house prediction. It is basically based on the Python programming and somewhat machine learning. So first of all, we will get a data from the Kaggle, which is a quite famous and a mostly used website to bring the different database. We will further build our model with the help of the Seaborn and heatmap, and then we will convert the categorical data to the numerical data and compare the data with regression. Let us begin. So first of all, we will install all the library which are required, which include the nymph, rimfile, panda, seaborn, and matplotlib. What do you mean by nymph? Nymph. It is basically used for working with array, and it is also used in domain of linear algebra and matrices. Then we come to the panda. It is the fast, flexible, and easy way to open the sources which are used in data analysis and manipulation too. Then we come to the Seaborn. Seaborn is the Python data visualization library which is used which is based on Matplotlib, which is used to provide the higher interface for drawing attractive and information statistic graphics. Heatmap. Heatmap is a graphical representation of data using the color to visualize the value of matrices. Now, let us import the dataset that have been downloaded from the cable and start in the database using pt.read_cvv. So firstly, in any ML project, it is about the exploring the data analysis. So we will use the function name as the head, uh, which will help us to know the first value of our dataset and help the more insize our data. After that, we will figure out the shape of our database which we have taken from the Kaggle database, which includes using shape which includes of the 4600 row and 18 columns. Then the next step is to get the information. So to get the information from data set, we will use the function name as the .info. uh, it will display all the instruction of the dataset and help us to know whether there are any null value or not. So if in any data analysis project, we firstly need to know that there is any null value present in dataset or not, and if any null value is present in dataset, then we have to remove all the null value from it. Then nextly we have used the column function, uh, which which is used to know about the column present in our dataset. We will use the function column and we will display all the column present in our dataset. This function is same as I have mentioned above. It will check in our database that there is any null value present in our database or not. Since we can see that there is no null value present in our database, so we didn't need to remove any null value from it. Then after we will try to know the uh, co correlation between the variables which range between 1 and 0. So we will use the function cor equals to data.core, which will help to know the correlation between the database. Here you can see that the correlation between the database. Then after we have used the data visualization, we have used the heat map in order to show the correlation between the variables. In case of one, the correlation between the variable is highest, or we can say the maximum. Since in our data not all the data are in numerical form, so we need to convert the categorical data to the numerical form, which we can achieve using the getDemis function. After that, it is to split our data, but before that we have to classify the independent and dependent variable. So in this our data set, x is defined as the independent data set and y is defined as dependent data set, or we can say that the target value. Then so we have used the training and splitting method in it. So now we will use the model in our project. So the model used in our project is the linear regression, from which we have then predicted the values using the pred equals to lr.predict x.test. So then we come to the last step of a project, evaluation. Evaluation show how our model perform. So the R-square score for our model is 72%, and this show the mean absolute error, mean squared error, and a root mean squared error. So the last step of our project is the comparison using the regression. So we have used the two functions known as the loose regression and rigid regression. From the loose regression we will get the 72%, and from the rigid regression we will get the 70%. So this is all about our project. I have provided the link of the above code in description. Thank you. Always be a learner.